Joining us now from the Tribune Tower is financial planner and money scientist Matthew Sapaula. How you doing, Matthew?
Outstanding, Gerard. Great to be here, man. Happy Monday.
Excellent day. Hey, talk to me, Matthew. The feds have dropped the hammer, man, on the credit card companies. What do you think about this? Let's talk about the fine print first. They're making the fine print being larger. It has to be easier to read and to understand. What do you think about that?
It's about time. I mean, how many times have we been through high school or the basic financial literacy courses in school, if there is any, that teaches you how to pay off your credit card on time or pay off your credit card in a meaningful amount of time where it doesn't dig you in the pocket too much. I mean, I remember going through school. All I remember writing was about how to write a check. That's it.
You know, it's really sad because you go from K through 12, kindergarten through 12th grade, and people can't balance their checkbooks. You know, people don't know what compound interest means. People don't have the basic idea of what interest or what money management means. You know, I see you're trying to get in here. Talk to me. Why is this the case, and why don't we learn this even in our adult lives?
It's amazing that you can get a master's degree, a PhD in this country, but yet when it comes to financial literacy, many of us are still in the kindergarten, first grade level when it comes to basic personal finance. You know, I sat down with a personal financial advocate in Colorado, and he said three things. Number one, the reason why they didn't implement these in schools is, number one, is that graduation rates would actually drop. Number two, because graduation rates would drop, it would affect the community because many people aren't going to college. And then number three, ACT and SATs don't even know how to put that standardized questions of financial literacy in their tests. That's why I don't have financial literacy in our school system.
Wow. You know what, Matthew? Let's talk about interest rates. They're going from being able to raise your interest rate at any time, which is what credit card holders do, or credit card companies do, to now they can't raise your rate until after the consumer holds the credit card for at least 1 year. Is that a big improvement, Matthew, and why?
I think that's a huge improvement because, number one, a lot of people don't really understand the power of compound interest when it comes against them. They rarely understand it when it comes for them in their 401k or the individual retirement account. But when it's 36% against you, 18% against you, and you're not even making that in your IRA or your 401k, absolutely, this is definitely for the consumer.
And you know what's crazy is many times consumers are dealing with credit cards going from 11.5%, all of a sudden they get this bump or this jump up to 19%. The next year rolls around and they get nailed again with 29%. I mean, it's about time, Matthew, that the federal government is dropping the hammer. Let's talk about service fees. It's going from limitless to limited. There's an example of the Premier Bank card charging $256, Matthew, for a $250 credit card. The service fee is more than the credit card is worth. I mean, how dare they?
Right. I want to find the days where you can go to the bank and you can open up a secured credit card where you deposit $100 in a savings account or $200 in a savings account, and you charge your credit card against that, and that's your balance, instead of having to pay these fees and then have to come up from being in the hole inside one of these Premier or Orchard Bank type credit cards.
Wow, this is awesome. Let me ask you this just quickly. When you look at a credit card like the Rush card, Russell Simmons came out with this card a few years ago. He's saying, hey, send me your check. I'll charge you a limited fee, $5, and you've got your own debit card / credit card. What do you think about those?
Well, I think the debit card, it goes against the balance that you build up. So it gives you the opportunity to build up a great financial habit that you only spend what you put in. So if that's the cost for you to administer that, cost you $5, then okay, then that's a great way for you to start building up a decent financial habit and some credit.
Excellent. Matthew Sapaula from MatthewSapaula.com is with me. He's going to stay with me throughout the break. Hey, are the feds being too hard on credit card distributors, or should the responsibility for credit cards, fees, interest rates, and basic financial literacy be in the hands of the consumer? The new credit card law is on tap tonight. Are the interest and fees killing you? Facebook me, Twitter me right now, or give me a call, 877-358-CLTV. Gerard McClendon live, back in 2.